I'm going to make a very special pie. So originally, the idea for this pie was to make a dessert pizza, but a dessert pizza that used a fruit sauce, not a jam, but more of a fruit sauce. So the reason is the idea is to make like a Indonesian fruit salad, except on a pizza, on a sweetbread, because I really like the cheese in the Indonesian fruit salad, and but I thought it'd be good on a sweetbread. But so instead, I'm gonna make a pie, no cooked pie with a fruit sauce and some cheese and some fruit toppings. So it's like a Indonesian pie sort of thing. Indonesian no cook pie. Except I'm gonna make a pie dough, and I'm going to cook the dough. Maybe I'll put a little bit more. So I'll put the oil in. I want a crummy crust. Oil, sugar, and ice water. Make a crummy crust. You don't need to mix it that much. You don't need to mix it that much. So, alright. I'm gonna get the ice water. It kind of froze all the way, but it's Indonesia, it'll melt pretty quick. Oh, look at that ice water. The ice water, the cup is in the cup. Pretty funny. I'll probably need some more, I'll need some more dough. I'm not gonna put that back in. Need some more dough. This ice will melt pretty quick. I'm not really worried about it. So I'm making a nice crumble pie dough. I think I still need some sugar in the dough. I'm not really about adding salt to my dessert. So I think I'm gonna squeeze some of this Kendall Manis in. It does seem pretty good actually. But I do think I want to squeeze some of the Kendall Manis in. So the Kendall Manis will give us a nice rich and sugary, creamy dough. So I just I just want to squeeze. I just want to squeeze the rest of this Kendall Manis in there. And it'll add a little bit of fat to the Kendall Manis. Sort of like buttery, give like a buttery sort of pretend butter with the oil and the sweet and the, it is milk, but it's not watery. But it'll be good. Be a good pie crust. You don't usually put susu in pie crust, but I already done this and it's really good. So I've already done it. It's really good. I'm gonna finish up that Kendall Manis. Toss it over there. Mix this up a little more. So, what do you think? Should I dye food coloring in my pizza dough? I don't really like using food coloring unless I have a good reason. So, like the Bella Slime, the Roddy Bella Slime video. I want to mix this sweet in pretty good. You want to keep it crummy. While I'm cooking it, the ice will come out eventually, but I want the ice to melt. Alright, so that's a good pie dough. I want the ice to melt in here, and then I'll probably mix up a little again, and then put in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna move on to cutting the fruit. So I'm gonna cut the fruit. The sauce is gonna be dragon fruit, buah naga dragon fruit with Kendall Manis, not cooked. So the sauce is going to be true to the Indonesian fruit salad. These are like the two main ingredients to Indonesian fruit salad is buah naga, the dragon fruit, and the Kendall Manis. So this is what the sauce will consist of. I'm gonna cut the dragon fruit using my method. I know a lot of people, other people have this method. So, in this method, you can just cut it like this, and then you can peel it. Peel your dragon fruit. Come right off. So this is going to be a sauce, a purple sauce. So I was thinking of making the sauce more fancy with like some strawberries and some churuk, but make it more fancy. But this will be fun. Make a less fancy version. Make the simple version, the not wealthy, rich version. So I'm gonna blend this. I'm gonna blend this with the Kendall Manis. I just want to cut it into small enough pieces. The smaller pieces you cut it, the better for blending. Looks like a beet. It's not a beet, it's a fruit, right? So it's really juicy already, so I think it'll blend pretty good. So I'm gonna make a dragon fruit sauce. Maybe I'll put apple in the sauce too. But I want the sauce to be pretty dark, almost like it's tomato sauce or something. That's why I add a little bit more citrus, like the Jaruk or strawberry. But I think this with some Kental Menace will be a good sauce for the for this special Indonesian. It's pie pie Buah Salad Indonesia. We're making a very special no cook pie. So let's do this. Alright. So the fancy version would be with strawberry and maybe a little bit of Jaruk, just for flavors, a little different flavor. But I'll make this version. Should be good. So you could do all sorts of different things with this idea. You could have just a strawberry sauce, but if you want the classic Indonesian flavors, you're gonna need dragon fruit with Kental Menace. Strawberry probably work. So we're gonna put this together. So the part I am cooking is the crust, which will come a little bit later. So I'm gonna put a good amount. I'm gonna put a good amount of Kental Menace in there. We actually want this part to be really sweet. Let's not joke around. This is what's gonna make the pie really sweet. We're not joking. We want a sweet pie. There's no joke pie. Let's just whip it good for a little while. Whip it good. This is what we'll give it. That Indonesian buah salad taste in the sauce. I could put even more sweet sauce, really. You want it to be really sweet. So that should be good. I can whip it more too, so if you want it, to be a little fluffy. It's a sauce. If you're not cooking it, you really want it to be nice and fluffy. So it should puff up a little bit. So this should be a nice sauce for the pie. Like a pizza pie, but you really want it really thick. And I'll probably put it in the refrigerator, and I might end it in the freezer. So it'll be good that way. I think I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna cut the apple yet because I'll oxidize really quick. Okay. So I'm gonna put the pie crust down on this bigger one right here. I'm gonna put the pie crust down on this bigger one. It's gonna be a fresh pie, more like pizza pie. Well, this is a different kind of pie. This is the fruit salad, Indonesian fruit salad. But oh, I messed up again. I gotta put some flour down. Don't forget your flour. If you forget your flour, it gets all sticky and not good. I'm gonna start making this this pie crust for my buah, my pie buah salad, pie buah Indonesia. The Indonesian inspired fruit salad pie. I want to get it pretty thin. What I'm doing right now is I'm connecting the parts because I didn't start out connected. So it's very like a pie crust reminiscent of pizza. I want to get a little bit thinner though, because I remember the last one I made, the sweet potato pie, and it was a little bit thick, but this is different too though. Probably fine not to be too thin, even more so than the other one. So that's a good pie crust. I'm gonna stick that in the oven, and I'm gonna cut the rest of my fruit and get ready for this beautiful Indonesian fruit pie. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some of the fruit. I'm gonna use melon, manga, and apple. You can use any fruit you like or any fruit that you have or want. This strawberry is probably good. Or you can go strawberry sauce with dragon fruit, or dragon fruit with strawberry sauce. You could probably use anger somehow, but just do it how you like to. I'm doing what I think would be good, what I think's more usual for my tastes and for Indonesian tastes. I'm doing this because I thought that I thought that the Indonesian fruit salad would be good on sweetbread, but I don't really want it otherwise. I like just straight up fruit salad. The fruit I like without cheese or susu. But this sounds pretty good to me, so I think I want to try this. Or should I say, that's why I'm trying this. So I hope you know this manga cutting technique is what most people in a lot of places do. Spread your manga like that. I'm basically cutting this manga like a fish. So that might be too much manga, but I won't worry about it later. I won't worry about that later. So I'm cutting apples last because the apples oxidize the quickest. And let's show off that manga right there. What beautiful Haram Manis manga. I probably don't even don't need too much melon really. Don't need too much melon. Like, that might even be enough, really. So, if you made little fruit salad pizza pies, it could probably be cheaper. I think I want one more little melon. That's the melon and the manga. I'm gonna check the pie crust that I'm baking in the oven, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so I baked the pie crust, and now it's gonna cool down, and I'm gonna put the finishing touches on the rest of the pie, and then we're gonna try the Indonesian buah pie. So you can tell it's cooked nice pie crust. It's gonna cook a little bit more while it's sitting there. So I'm gonna cut up the apple. I cut the apple last because the apple oxidizes really fast. So I'm gonna cut the apple. I do want apple on this pie. It's the Indonesian fruit salad pie, Indonesian mixed buah pie. So I do want apple on it. Maybe that part's not that good. Let me get some of these other side parts. So there's some apple in this Indonesian fruit salad pie. That's a nice mix of fruit and melon, manga, and apple. So what I'm gonna do, since we want it to be more reminiscent, we want to remind it of the Indonesian fruit salad more, and we want the top to be sweet. We don't just want the bottom to be sweet. So we're making a pie. There is no salt. There is no salt in my dessert recipes. No salt in my dessert recipes. I know you're trying to fool. This is a no salt in the dessert recipe stream. Channel. The point is, there's no salt in my desserts. You heard it here. No salt in my desserts. Alright. I'm gonna put the Kendall Manis on. So we want it to be more reminiscent of Indonesian fruit salad. So I'm gonna put a good amount, a healthy, really healthy amount of the Kendall Manis on. Make it more reminiscent. Remind you of that fruit salad when you were a kid that you really loved with the Kendall Manis. This is a solid tropical Buah salad. This is a perfectly reasonable dish. This dish is reasonable. So if you had a small sweetbread, small round sweetbread, you could actually do this cheaper than a Buah salad, I think, because the bread's pretty cheap, and then you put a thin layer of the sauce, the Naga sauce, and then you put a little bit of cheese and put the topping. If you're making small ones, you could sell them. You're probably a lot cheaper than fruit salad or selling fruit salad. And probably a lot of people like it more. Might seem a little odd to them at first, but really it's just sweetbread or pie crust with sugary fruit, and Indonesians like cheese, so cheese fruit salad. So this should be pretty good. We're gonna just let this fruit soak up this Kendall Manis like that. Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is. The colorful fruit soaking up this stuff. Look how beautiful. Alright, I need to wash my hands because they're all Kendall Manis-y. So I'm gonna add the dragon sauce, the dragon Kendall Manis sauce. I think it's ready. So let's do this. I won't wait around too much. So I'm just gonna pour that right on. I'm just gonna pour it right on. It's kind of juicy. It's kind of juicy. It should probably be thicker. That's why if you cooked it, it would be thicker. There's some other ways to make it thicker. I'm gonna just pour this right on. I think it's good to put it on thick, even if it's not thick, really. So it's different than a normal pizza because it's not tomato sauce. You probably want more sauce. It's not tomato sauce, it's Naga Kendall Manis. So you probably want more sauce than the cheese really. Really, you probably want more sauce than the cheese. Oh, there, it's getting on kind of thick now. Some thick Naga sauce. Oh, it's spilling a little bit. That might be too much. I kind of just want to pour the whole thing though, really. I think I'm just pour the whole thing. See how much Naga sauce I can stuff on top of that. Alright, so it'll probably start getting a little bit soggy, so I want to do this next part. I might have to freeze this or something to eat it, but it should be good. Alright, so there's other ways you can make it without cooking it. You could thicken it up with some apple or something else, which I probably should have done. Or you could just cook the Naga like a normal person. Or you can make it a pudding. There's a lot of different ways you could thicken it. So I'm gonna put the cheese on top. I'm gonna put the cheese on top of this. So I'm gonna do it lengthwise because I'm professional. You might be able to tell the sauce isn't really thick enough, but if I can manage to eat it, it will still taste really good. So I might want to use a whole cheese on this. I'll probably have to freeze this a little bit. I don't know. No, I'm gonna eat this otherwise. I think it's more like just fruit salad with like a cookie on the bottom or something. Alright, so that's a good amount of cheese. That's a spoiled amount of cheese. Good amount of cheese and a spoiled amount of cheese. Alright, so that's the cheese. The cheese top. I don't want too much cheese because I don't like cheese that much, and yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna put the toppings on. That one wasn't thin enough. I'm gonna put the toppings on here. So, as you can see, this is the Indonesian fruit salad pie. Get it in a little bit thicker. You can see it's very beautiful. Okay. It's pretty. You could probably eat it, but you need to eat it with a spoon. Woo. So, I think I'll freeze it a little bit so I can eat it more how I want to eat it. It'd be cool that way. So, it's pretty nice. And I'll just add the rest of this fruit on it. Oh, it's probably enough fruit too, really though. I'll add a little bit more. I think I should put the rest of the fruit. So, worst comes to worst, it doesn't work, but still there's a pie cookie under this dragon fruit buah mess that I've made. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in the freezer so it cools down a little bit, so it coagulates a little bit in the freezer. And then I'm gonna try this wonderful Indonesian fruit salad. I put it in the refrigerator instead because it won't fit in my freezer, but it should be cool, yo. Okay, well, I decided I don't want it to get soggy, so I think it's better to eat right now. I'm gonna eat it with a spoon and have like a pie crust cookie on the bottom. It'll still be good. But next time I make it, if I make it again, I want to add, I already know, I want to add apples to thicken, apples or something else to thicken the dragon fruit because it was a lot more juicy than I thought. And if I don't use apples, I'll have to cook it or use something else. But I think using apples to cook it will be good because I really want to keep the fresh fruit taste with this pie. So it looks really good. Here it is. I'm gonna try it. The pie was really good. I think next time I won't play around. If I do it again, I'll just put the fruit salad in the pie like a normal pie. So it'll be like an Indonesian pie fruit salad instead of like trying to make it pizza and be all cool and stuff.